Hello and welcome back to my Afterfall Insanity playthrough. Last time we ran away from, well, a couple of outside people who really wanted us dead. But the chase isn't over yet, so let's keep moving. And, well, that was a little peculiar. And we currently do not have access to our flashlight. Alright. Well, our enemy seems to be playing a little weird game with us.
People have sought out a way to release all of their suppressed emotions and feelings in a socially acceptable way. Anger, boredom, frustration, annoyance, grief, fear, pain. So they play games, violent and aggressive ones full of primal joy. At the same time, they were able to let off steam and have tons of fun. You see, stress can only be released in the form of violent behavior. Let us leave our worries of our daily lives behind. Let us find some joy in this dark and gloomy world. Whether you like it or not, you're in for some tag.
Alright then.
Since the dawn of civilization, people have sought out a way to release all of it. Since the dawn of civilization, people have sought out. Since the dawn of civilization, people have sought out a way to. Since the dawn of civilization, people have sought out. Since the dawn of civilization, people have sought out. Since the dawn of civilization, people have sought out a way to release all of their suppressed emotions and feelings and tag. What? God! No! Oh, crap. Whew.
Well, how you were supposed to know to shoot that as tag is beyond me, but eventually you do. Out of sheer frustration.
The things the Colonel told me. He said you're dangerous, and that you have to be stopped.
Well, don't you worry about that. Tokaj is definitely dangerous.
This time he won't get away.
Man, we might die here. Because this guy, well, apparently has more bullets than I needed to, to die.
The things the Colonel told me. He said you're dangerous, and that you have to be stopped.
This time he won't.
And around this stage of the game, it's best to just shoot when you can. Well, we do want to pick up a weapon here, as our pistol is terrible for melee. Yes, not only do they throw a man with quite a few bullets at you who takes you down in no time flat, they also make your screen shake from the, well, insanity filter, I suppose. And as you can see, they like to throw ammo at you frequently. That's why I said it's better to shoot when you can. And just not worry about it too much. Oh, kick, I'm sorry. And once again, we're running away. Miss any of these quick time events and you're dead. These people really want Tokaj dead for some unexplained reason.
It's probably not the best moment for such considerations, but I just had a forced session with one of the most interesting patients in my career. The saboteur from Glory not only managed to get out before everything went to hell, but he has followed me all over the surface ever since. It looks like a typical case of hypomania, an obsession with a particular person. In this case, the therapist. I remember his voice from the shelter, a session not long ago. I'd have noticed odd behavior back then, so his deterioration must have been rapid and recent. Curious that he justifies his actions with the necessity for social transformation in the shelter. With destruction, he brought change, which I, as a scientist, would have never been able to bring. Not too subtle, but efficient. Yet the price was too high, and there's one major flaw with his plan. In the shelter, there's no one left to change now. Idiot.
Interesting reaction to everyone you know, ever, now being, well, pretty much dead. What a wonderful man Tokaj is. And now for one of the more bizarre sections of the game. See, these people aren't shooting us on sight.
Stop! Do not move!
But they do not like us.
Now come inside.
Welcome. You can leave your weapons here.
Next node is right over here in front of this man who wants us to leave our weapons with him. It's just a pistol.
You must be tired. This is all a bit too much to chew, isn't it?
Well,
This wonderful man with the top hat is our guide.
Please, try to understand. This place is a permanent war zone. We've offered them help, but they haven't been too cooperative. In the end, we were forced to lock this area down.
Seems reasonable.
Just share one meal with us. Here.
And these people are apparently cannibals. But they were awful nice and invited us to a meal. So, you know, they must like us a little bit. Definitely cannibals. But still, even though we want to escape from them, it's not as if we've shown that we hate them yet. And they even said we have a room to sleep in for the night. I'm probably going to regret not grabbing that weapon. Oh, but we have new clothes now. Never mind, I won't regret it because here we are. Yes, Tokaj feels that that very moment in time was the perfect opportunity to change wardrobe. Don't ask why. But now they won't know who we are. We blend in perfectly to the outside world. And if I could find the door... That was super easy to find before. There we are. We can just get on our merry way. No one will want to kill us. And after all, it would be silly for these people to suddenly want to kill us for no reason. Oh wait, this is Afterfall Insanity. Logic doesn't matter. Suppose you could argue that they're cannibals and they just wanted to eat us. But why even offer us a meal if that was their entire goal? Plus they could have shot us at the entrance. Also, why leave us next to a room with a weapon we can readily pick up? And finally, why would Tokaj feel it necessary to change clothes? None of these questions will be answered, so don't bother asking them. Suppose we can just argue that they wanted to give us a fighting chance. Such nice cannibals. Now in these one-on-one fights, locking on is actually pretty useful, and it serves to make the combat even easier than it was before. In bigger fights, however, I will more than likely avoid it. Now these outdoor areas are a nice change from the interior of the shelter. When you can see the sky, you can see that there are stars and skyscrapers and a lot of scenery to look at. But for the most part, you're still doing stupid mini-games in an effort to, well, traverse an area. Anyone who has ever been a child will probably recognize this minigame right here. You want them all to be green. And we already have our pistol back with, well, just as much ammo as we had before. Awful pointless to take it away from us.
A life like that is not living at all, Tokaj.
And if I could shoot, I could take out some of these enemies. We now have a sawed-off shotgun. One of the most powerful guns in the game. At least at close range. Now we want to find our way down from here. Let's check if there's ammo. There's not. Awful nice that they have the ammo dispensers out here, just like inside the shelter. But there doesn't seem to be much point to coming over here. And someone keeps shouting at us, which is incredibly frustrating. Well, I suppose we can kill this man real quick, since he's being particularly annoying. And I suppose what we needed to do was shoot that right there. Which raises this platform. I'm not quite sure why. The sawed-off shotgun just gets 2 shots, as you saw there, which is honestly to be expected. As powerful as it is, having more shots per reload would be a little overpowered. Not that it matters much. Our melee combat is as useful as ever in these situations. seen there. Trying to get around this fence here. And down here, we will pick up a two-handed hammer. Now here, enemies will drop down these red explosive barrels. If we are hit by one of them, well, we will die pretty quickly. Which you might get to witness here if I'm not allowed to roll away. Luckily enough, you can roll through the barrels. Our friends in the gas masks here don't seem to want to die. But I would like to stop locking onto them so that I don't just die, which I might do anyway. Let's just shoot them for now, while I'll let my health regenerate. Very conveniently placed barrel over there. Lets me blow down that barricade. Let's pick up this pickaxe, which is a new weapon. Again, weapons don't differ very much, but it is nice to try out a new one now and again. Mostly just for cosmetic purposes. And there's a glow tube, which, unfortunately, well, doesn't light up when you hit things with it. And we get some ammo here. Assault rifle ammo, unfortunately, but ammo's ammo. And we have a new weapon. Oh, our shotgun's almost empty, so we will try this new... Oh, it doesn't replace our shotgun anyway. That's a little unfortunate. But as you may have already noticed, these cannibals don't offer much more of a threat than the enemies in the shelter did. They will send more of them at you at a single time, and they will try to kill you with barrels. But as long as you're paying attention, you can usually get through these situations pretty easily. Now my friend over here also has a sawed-off shotgun, which will eat through my health in no time. Oh, finally I get to showcase the broom. I may die. Never mind. Afterfall Insanity doesn't care if you're using a broom or a hammer. It does a ridiculous amount of damage nonetheless. And with that settled, let's try and find the weapon our friend dropped. Get us some nice 12-gauge shotgun ammo. And pick up a weapon that doesn't make me feel like a complete imbecile. Yeah, that's better. Now, in a situation like this, it would be really nice to be able to pull out my flashlight. But for whatever reason, they have deemed it necessary to keep that away from us. Rather than heading on through here, I hope you'll join me next time as I continue my Afterfall Insanity playthrough. See you then.